Hi, everyone. Welcome into our live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. Today, I will, as always, say a couple of news, and we'll probably be able to answer some more questions if we will have. Uh, uh, so, as you guys have seen, probably we've had our first big achievement in Forbes. We were mentioned in Forbes US, and they have posted our um, vision, about certain crypto topics and stuff. And this is great. After that, I've had many journalists connect with me on LinkedIn and other social media, and we're they're starting to look at us from that side as well. So our PR agencies are doing great, by promoting us, by pitching, about Grand Time to different journalists and different newspapers, magazines, and stuff. And we can start feeling the feedback from them. So we know that we're moving in the right direction. We're doing right things, and there are a lot more to come, for sure. Today, I wanted to talk about the market, investment market, and market in general in U.S. And among venture capitals. So recently, in the past, I would say about 2 weeks. I see a lot of talking and topics about recession, about that economy is going down, and we can see that in crypto with the bear market, that ventures are trying to hold on their money and not to invest in overseas projects not that are not in US. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we are in a very good standing on this side, because we are located here, and we're actually located here in Bay Area in San Francisco, where all of them are sitting, where all the headquarters are. And people are oh, there's a bee. So yeah, flew away. So there are, all of those ventures are located here in San Francisco, and we are physically located here as well, which helps us a lot. Okay, Jesus, this bee. Let me go inside. Sorry. So, and a lot of them don't want to invest a lot of money in crypto or different projects right now. But most of the projects that they do not want to invest to are not located here in the United States of America. And we're the ones that are, first of all, located here, and second of all, we are showing results. We're still showing growth. We're still showing news. We're being mentioned in very popular newspapers and mass media, and our social media accounts are going up. We're started doing interviews with different local entrepreneurs, startuppers, and other people as well. And all this is visible. We are being talked about every time we go to events. People start to notice us and see who we are, and ask us more and more questions. People tell people. Let's say yesterday I went to the crypto event here in Palo Alto. This is a very, very famous city in San Francisco, where most of the huge companies were born. I would say, talking about Apple, Elon Musk's companies and stuff. And this is a very, very famous city. By the way, if anybody wants to Google and see, I'm sure you're going to find a lot of useful information and videos and interviews from this area on the internet. And when I went to that crypto event yesterday, we came in our shirts as always. And there was one guy that has recently raised about $2 million on his project for from one of the ventures, and he noticed me and said hi, and he already knew who I am, and obviously I knew who he was as well. So it's a very close community, and we are starting to be known here. This is very, very good sign, and all the the ventures and partners are asking where we're when they're asking where we located, and we say here. This is a very, very big plus to us. So all that's going on, and people are being negative about market right now, it doesn't really reflect to what we're doing and what our plans are. Plans that we predict for the closer future or the further future. Obviously everything can change, anything can change, because the world is not very stable right now, economy wise and financially. But the only thing I definitely know is I definitely know that we are going to be successful. We are going to get that first round of investments, and I am predicting from when I feel something, it usually always happens, from since I remember myself and I remember my feelings of certain things. I most of the time been right about what I predict, and I am, definitely feeling that we're going to raise our first round of venture capital and get funded by the end of this summer, and. We're obviously doing everything possible we can to make this happen, and also I can see that with the results. Whatever is going on our pre-sale right now, that's one thing, but I obviously see that it is not moving fast, but at the same time I understand that once we get funded with the venture fund, this number is going to go up crazy right away, because if they're going to be investing in the token, they're going to be closing many rounds, and this is another thing that we need to understand, that once the venture fund comes in, a lot of rounds are going to be closed right away, because they're going to buy out a big amount of tokens. So, this is just my opinion, my vision on what is going on where we are in this whole picture of economy and investment processes here in U.S. And we're also, by the way, talking and have talked with the venture fund that has two headquarters, one in China and one in United States. So they have an office in either Seattle or New York, and another one in the capital of China. And we have spoke to them, and they're very interested. I have told them about our closest uh, plans and what we are thinking we're going to do, and they're being in very close contact with us, constantly getting follow-ups about things that are happening, and we're in communication. So there are a bunch of investors already that are being in contact with us, and I'm not talking about the first call, first interview, where we just um, we just spoke, pitched, presented, and then said no. After that, I recently stopped doing, presentations with the actual like presentation, showing the screen and talking, about whatever is on the screen. It's more of a one-on-one, face-to-face conversation, asking questions, answering, and back as well. So, and this is going great. People like that. It's more informal. They are able to ask as many questions as they want. I'm, answering as with as much information as I can, and they like that, and they are being in contact with us. And I am very, very excited with some news that are popping up right now. I am not going to announce them on the live stream. The reason why is because it's not official yet, but I will definitely. mm I will definitely think that I will let the community know, mm, and make it public either by the end of June or beginning of July. So this is all I wanted to say today. If we have any questions, let's go ahead and answer them, Olga.
Yeah, we have questions, and the first question is from Oksana Popenko. Rafael, In what other internet resource would you like to publish information about our project? What about Bloomberg?
Yes, so the other one that we're definitely want to be published at is going to be Entrepreneur. This is another very famous newspaper and blog where we want to be published, because this is what U.S. funds and business people are reading. Bloomberg is another one that I really like as well. I'm gonna ask. Our PR agency, whether we are targeting them as well or not. But we'll definitely want to be published more in Forbes, and I'm planning to have our own um, page about Grand Time. Not only the mention, we're started with a mention, which is great, but also our own, like, only about Grand Time publication there as well, and other like entrepreneur. Like I said, Bloomberg is one that I also really like. By the way, I follow them on Instagram, and constantly look at them on LinkedIn as well. Very interesting information, definitely something that people look at, so that I will ask our PR. But overall, as many as we possibly can. So we are getting published in some non-famous newsletters as well, and famous one too. So what we're trying to do is that if you're Googling Grand Time, we're going to be popping up in different medias and stuff, and people will see that there are a lot of publications about us, and we are already known. Good question. Thank you, Olga. Let's go to the next one. Hello.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, yes, I hear you
Uh-huh.
now.
Okay, okay. The next question is the question comes from crypto professor. Good day, Rafael. Any information about major investors' interest in our project?
Yes, there are investors that are already interested, and there are some investors that we're talking about. But we're not usually accepting angel money as of, at least as of right now, because the reason why is because most angels, they are investing smaller amounts of money on a shorter term. So they want, let's say, they would prefer investing now and getting out at the end of the pre-sale, let's say before we get listed or right when we get listed, and that might affect the market, and not in the right way. Because if they invest, let's say hypothetically, $100,000, and they wait until the pre-sale once we get listed, and then they sell all of that, that's not how we go. That's not what we want. We want more long-term relationships, and that's more of a venture money that is doing that, because they're usually getting in with the long term, so at least 1 or 2 years and stuff. So, but yes, we already have interested people, and we have already discussed different possibilities of accepting their money. But as of right now, we did not find a person or a fund that we are feeling comfortable working with. This is very important, because accepting money is one thing. Getting it in your account, they're buying tokens, or pre-sales going up, that's one thing. But it can affect negatively in the very near future if you don't have the right contract with those financial institutions. So the way they can pump the price and make it go up, they can do the same thing oppositely. And this is an important thing to think a little, a couple of steps further. So this is definitely what I'm doing. This is definitely what I am. I'm always asking questions when I do talk to ventures. One of the first questions I always ask, and I usually start the conversation myself, is I'm asking about their process of investment. And once I ask this question, they usually explain the whole flow. How the process is going, how many interviews we're gonna have, who is the team that decides about the financial team that decides about the investment, what are the terms of how long it takes to receive a certain amount, what is the also the their exit thinking, when they want to exit, whether it's long term or short term, whether we're going to sign vesting or not. So there's many questions that are into this whole process, and very important questions. So when people think that the most important thing is find a person or a capital that wants to invest, this is not really true. The most important thing is to find the right company that you can feel that you're working with a partner, because if they are saying that I want to invest now and take money out in 3 4 months, it means that they care about themselves, about only their profits, and not about your project. And do not want to have companies like that, work with us and basically not help but make our lives more difficult. We're going to find the right uh, you know fund, uh, venture that is going to help us not only financially but also with technical stuff, with marketing, and they always help. The true venture capital is the one that not only invests but helps, navigates, mentors you when you're a founder, and gives you some tips in order for you to success, because they understand that if you're successing long term and you're becoming big, this is what is going to bring them and us a lot of profits. Yes, it's not going to happen in short term, but it is going to be huge, and this is what we're targeting. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. And Larissa asks you, Rafael, what will you tell the newcomers so that they do not doubt about project?
um, what would I tell? Well, I always answer this question in kind of the same way. First of all, the community that we have needs to be active, and new people that are getting in the project, joining our chats, have to feel that and see that, and I'm sure that they will, because we really do have unbelievably, you know, friendly community that is here to help, because at some point they were helped, and they were navigated, and they went through certain problems and questions and concerns about different topics and stuff. And this is how we welcome every single one of newcomers. And this is one thing. So the strong community, the community can help you to, you know get into Web3, get into crypto, understand what it is, even if you've never had experience with it. So this is learning something new. That's one thing. Also, that you can basically realize anything that you want within our community and within our project. You can do many things that you thought you cannot, by opening your own schools, and doing your and getting paid for that, and platform will help you to bring more students to your school. Also, building your own structures and getting referral bonuses for doing that. There's so many things that you can really do in your free time that will give you more profits, in your personal profits in your life. And eventually, in a very soon, you will be able to be here full time, live here, and earn and make your living just by participating in grant time. So this is an opportunity that I would say, I always tell to newcomers or people that are asking the project. This is an opportunity that everybody needs to take now, because we're growing fast, and the way that we were growing until now is, will not be considered fast in a very close future, because I am sure, like I said, that, most likely by the end of June, beginning of July, I will have some news about, having a lot more users coming into platform. And and our project is going to grow a lot faster. And I'm sure that we're going to be publishing more news and stuff. Like I said, I will not be giving all the information about that here on the live stream. I will wait until the end of the month or beginning of next month, and then we're going to talk about that. Whether it happens or it doesn't happen, I will still announce what is going on. So you're in the beginning of a very big uh, company, community, and the token that is going to be very famous out there. And I'm sure we're going to make and do a lot of changes in the crypto world in general. So I would just say that the best thing I would say is that it is a good time to start now. Hopefully, I answered your question. Okay, if we have more questions, I will probably answer one more today.
Okay, we have a question from Nikolai Borisov. Rafael, can Bitcoin be called an altcoin or is it a token?
I think that Bitcoin is also called. Some people also call it altcoin. Um, I when I went to this crypto the Bitcoin conference in Miami, and I've met this blogger. You guys probably saw pictures after the conference. His name is Bitboy. I mean, not name, but YouTube name. Is Bitboy, and he has over a million, followers on YouTube and other social medias. And I've spoke to him about his vision on the crypto in general and on Bitcoin. And I asked him if he's going to be a speaker on one of the in one of the rooms for people talking about his vision and stuff. And he said that they did not let him. They didn't let him to be a speaker because his vision is that he not only talks about Bitcoin, but he also talks about other altcoins. And he was wearing this shirt where he has many pictures of different altcoins on him, and also Bitcoin in the middle, because he said that this is a currency that really opened up this whole market, and this is where people started talking about crypto and getting interested in crypto. And he definitely respects it, but there's also many other altcoins that are out there that are being popular and making big changes in Web3. So yes, I guess people it's called altcoin as well. So on that being said, we will be wrapping up today's live. I will be also wanted to remind that we're going to have our weekly meeting with English speaking admins tomorrow. So I will see you guys there. As always, we're going to have couple of more people on our meeting and discuss some questions that we discussed last week and see what the results are, what the questions, and we're going to work through that as well. So thank you all, and I will also see you on the live stream on Friday, as always at 6 p.m. London, and we'll answer some more good questions and hopefully have some more news for us. So thank you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow and Friday. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.